In this video, I'd like to show you the black diamond slope of Arosa, which is the resort's steepest slope, with a maximum steepness of up to 45 degrees. It is roughly 2.5 kilometers long and 70 meters wide at its widest point. To get there, take the newest chairlift up Brückerhorn and take the first slope to the right, which is the black 12 or the black diamond slope. So the start of this run is actually extremely chill and very enjoyable. You have this very scenic view of all the mountains in the background. It's not too steep, also not too wide, but it's pretty easy to control your speed if you're an experienced skier here. And it's actually quite nice to carve over these relatively gentle hills up until this point, where it becomes a little bit steeper, where you can still carve pretty easily. You have to be a bit in speed control mode though, because there is going to come up a bit of a turn here, which in fact you don't really need to brake as much as I did just before this hut here. I just wasn't so sure anymore what comes after, but actually the next segment is this very nice and super wide part where it's just the perfect steepness to carve all the way down. Wow! There's some beautiful rolling hills here. You have the city of Arosa in the background. You're not going to struggle too much with having to brake or something like that when carving, and you can actually also get a little bit of airtime there. But then before the next crest you should really brake a little bit, because after this it actually goes down quite a bit more. So this is the first part of the steepest part of the slope, and you'll definitely don't want to go over this next crest here with too much speed, because it then goes down into the 45-degree steepness, which if you're going down too fast you're probably not going to be able to control it anymore. It's also usually quite icy, but then if you finally find your line, then you can really very nicely just skate down. You obviously don't want to be carving down here because it's just way too steep and you won't be able to control your speed whatsoever. Now, it doesn't actually look too crazy from that perspective, but I actually filmed it another time. So this is the first crest where it goes into the first steepness, and you can see how it's actually already quite significantly steeper. I brake before it actually goes into the super steep part here, which, as I mentioned, you definitely don't want to be taking on with too much speed to begin with, because it becomes very steep very fast. And you can see that right there I almost lost control a bit, because holding on to the selfie stick isn't too easy while going down this run. And with having said that, I think it's now time to let you enjoy this run once again without me blabbing on top of it. So here it is again in its full glory for you to experience.
That's why